What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to episode 2 of the Road to Glory career mode with Ferencváros from the second part of season 1. The highlights will be properly saved, so I forgot to show you that we drew with Fulham. It was an even game, Fulham had probably the bigger chances, and we also lost to Middlesbrough 2-0, which was a pretty amazing loss considering we had an XG of 5.3, and this was before the Colchester game where we also had an XG of 6.7, yet we went out of the League Cup. And I also somehow didn't save the Sheffield United goal, but in the 91st or 92nd minute, Uzuni turns the wrong side and Sheffield United see us off. So we actually suffered two really embarrassing losses to Middlesbrough and Sheffield United. We played against Sheffield United on world-class difficulty, and as you can see, they probably deserved to win this game. They had a higher XG. Our next game is against Stoke City, who are also a fellow candidate for promotion, so we are playing this game on world-class difficulty as well, and Stoke City are a decent side and they have Shima on the attack. That player will play a part in this career mode later on, so I just wanted to mention his name. Now we have Boli with the ball and Somalia. Oh wow, the theme of this first season is we hit the post or with the bar. Somalia from long range hitting the bar is really unlucky, and then Stoke City with Thompson, it's their turn to hit the bar, and then the bicycle kick was blocked. What an amazing game this is, and it was a harsh decision to give that offside. In the end, this ended in a 0-0 draw, and Stoke probably deserved to win this one, so we get lucky. And now we are off to our next game, Queen's Park Rangers, and Besic passes it to Gavric. And I think that's Gavric's first goal of the season. First goal that I can show you. Gavric is going to be a really awesome player in this career mode. He is a young player with the bags of potential. I think he has like 80 potential, something like that. And yeah, that is it. That is the confirmation. That was his first goal. So the first Queen's Park Rangers chance came in the 82nd minute and they score from it. That is harsh. We didn't really have any trouble defending Queen's Park Rangers up until this point, but now they score and it's back to 1-1. And that's how it finished, even though we had more shots, more expected goals. So we have a league table to show you after 17 games. This is how the championship looks like. We are only 3 points off top spot, but only 5 points separate the top 6. And that is amazing. Of course, our aim is to finish in the top 2, so we can get direct promotion to the Premier League. But a playoff place would be also acceptable, but it would be a nerve-wracking experience. And Cardiff City surprisingly are bottom of the table. Our next game is against Swansea City, who you know that I have a soft spot for Swansea City, and they actually had the first chance, but then Besic, our backup defensive mid, slips Maye in, and then what on earth happened? Did you see that? The ball stuck into the side netting. Santo scores after a long goal drought, but this was such a weird goal. The defender deflects it onto Santo's leg and it bubbles through. You need a bit of luck sometimes in football, and we got it. And Santo finally gets his first goal in the championship. So in the league, he already scored in the cup, and now Varga goes through and he scores again. Varga is a backup left mid. He is like 31-32 years old, so he will probably have 1 or 2 seasons at our club, but he was a free agent at the start of this career mode, but he used to play for Ferencváros actually, so it's nice that we could bring him back. And Karaishvili, who is I think a Georgian player, an attacking mid, and Varga, oh look at that skill. I'm cooking with Varga, I'm really enjoying this. And Santo gets the ball, who scored his first goal in this game in the whole league season, and then he scores another one. Similar to other players, you wait forever for your first goal and you score 2 in one game. That's a great finish by Santo. I have very high hopes for this guy. He started out as a 64 rated player, but if we play him regularly, he can grow to an almost 80 rated player, hopefully. Our next game is against West Brom, and they are also a really big team. in the championship, and Boli gets us off to a flyer. 1-0 already. What a finish. Boli, our main striker. By the way, that's his original kit number 70. I didn't really want to change the kit numbers of the players that have been at Ferencváros because they got their original kit number, and Boli scores an absolute banger. He's our top scorer this season, 8 goals in 15 matches. That's almost more than one goal every 2 games. But West Brom keep coming, and they, with their first chance, score a really nice goal, Taluk, and it's 1-1, and you can already sense that this game will be a thriller. Already 18 minutes in, and already both teams scored. Zakariasen gets the ball, he slips in, Boli, and what a save by Button, really nice. But we keep the pressure up. Botka, who is a centre back, what was he doing up there? His shot was actually not too bad. The goalkeeper saved it, and then Boli rolls the defender, and he misses the target. He hits only the side netting, and Tokmak is really awesome. He reminds me of a young Ronaldinho, to be honest. Not as good, but he has the flair. Boli cuts it back, and Uzuni, yes! Brilliant goal! We really wanted to win this game because West Brom are a really, really big, strong team in the championship, but they are in mid-table for some reason, even though they just got relegated, of course, from the Premier League the previous season. So I expected West Brom to be contenders for, championship promotion, and they fight back straight away. Just like after our first goal, they quickly reply with an equalizer. So it's 2-2. What a thrilling game! And whoever scores next will have a big chance to win this game. And Boli misses a big opportunity. He is not happy with himself, but Somalia wins the header, passes it to Longar, passes it to Kish, who came in on as a substitute. Tamás Kish, and he scores! 82nd minute. Tamás Kish, who has the same first name as I have, and he is a young player that we signed for not a lot of money, I think a few million, from the Netherlands, and only his second goal of the season. Of course, being 66 rated at the start of this career mode, he is not a regular starter, but he is similarly to Santo and Schön, good potential, young player, and we win the game, and the XG perfectly reflects the game's scoreline actually, and both Boli, Uzuni and Kish on the score sheets. It's so satisfying when 3 of your attacking players score in the first game. Maye with a really nice turn, and then Santo somehow bullies his way through, and what a long shot! Santo is cooking! He has a 69 squad number. He got taken out of FIFA 22 database, sadly, because he moved away to the Slovakian league actually on loan, but he started the season at Ferencváros, and that's his 3rd goal in just 7 games, but that's definitely his best goal. We played our second team here somewhat. Besic slips it to Gavric, who is really making some nice turns, and then I think the goalkeeper didn't expect that shot. Gavric makes it 2-0. What a brilliant shot that was, and Gavric is also a young player that we want to develop, and my friend Boris made that goal. Really nice play by him, well played. And then Gavric to Santo. Gavric on a brilliant run. Santo finds him, and Gavric rolls the defender, but then the goalkeeper saved it. But what is that defender doing? That defender just passed the ball to us. That is amazing. And Gavric gets the ball and he hits the bar. So many chances in this game, but it's alright. We are 2-0 up. But will we regret that Gavric miss? Because, oh no, our backup goalkeeper Nitzuli just made an absolute mess of that save. What a howler. He is looking up to the sky, wondering, how did I mess that up so badly? Nitzuli, oh my goodness, we were absolutely laughing our heads off when this happened. I mean, what is that? Butterfingers, that will be his nickname. But this This is actually the funniest goal, one of the funniest goals of the whole season, and potentially one of the funniest goals of the whole series, because Santo is getting harassed and bullied and pulled back by the defender. He falls on his arse, and then the goalkeeper just collapses like he was afraid of the ball. That's even worse goalkeeping than what Nizzoli did previously. But then Birmingham finally scored a decent goal as well. So it's 3-2, game on, still 20 minutes to go. Brilliant volley or half volley by Chong. I think that's the Man United player with the afro hair who is on loan at Birmingham. And yes, we held on for a 3-2 win. Really, really important 3 points and XG 3.1. Can we keep the winning momentum going? Our next game is against Luton Town, and Nizzoli this time he gets another chance to show that he is better, but that wasn't again brilliant goalkeeping. The ball wasn't in the corner, it was hit with a lot of power, to be fair to the goalie. Give him a break, Tom. He's only 67 rated. Maybe I'm a little bit harsh judging him. I mean, this is the championship, and also we didn't have a big transfer budget. As you could see in episode 1, we had like 6 million transfer budget and we didn't really sell any players. But then what is this absolute calamity? We are 2-0 down at home to Luton Town, who are nowhere near the top 6 places, and it looks like we will suffer another defeat. But 88th minute, Mae goes through and he bangs it in. There is still hope. Is there time? Mae with a really big goal. 89th minute, and that was honestly, I felt too little too late, because Luton from kickoff will just run the clock down. That's exactly what they are doing. They are passing the ball around. But then they lob it forward, and Shigir, the backup centre mid, gets the ball, and Gavrich passes it, and hang on, there is 4 minutes of added time, and Mae goes through, very similar angle, and he scores the equalizer. You just cannot believe the scenes, the absolute jubilation. The manager is going over to the players. There is a big huddle. Everyone is on top of each other because Mae just rescued a point out of nothing. We were 2-0 down in the 87th minute, and yet Ryan Mae, our backup striker who plays second fiddle to Bolly at the moment, only his 8th game of the season, already his 4th goal, so he's also scoring 1 goal every 2 games, to be fair to him. And Luton probably should have won this, so we stole a point out of this game. Brilliant. And the next game is Derby County. Can we build on that 2 late goals? And what a finish by Tokmak! First chance against Derby, and Tokmak kicks the corner flag in anger because, yeah, he didn't play in the previous game, and he just wanted to send a message to the manager that he wants to play more often. Only, to be fair to Tokmak, only his 2nd goal this season in 11 matches. We expect a little bit more from Tokmak, who is one of the flair players of this team, and Bolly shows what a clinical finisher that is. He's what an immaculate finish that is. Brilliant. And then Zakariasen to Tokmak, who is really enjoying his football at the moment because he just scored. Zubkov gets the ball. He passes it back to Beshe, or best right back. And Zubkov buries it. Absolutely brilliant. 3-0 up at halftime. That is dreamland. Honestly, probably the team talk before the game worked like a charm, because we said to the players, you can't start the game as badly as we did against Luton Town. And Bolly has so much confidence. He's even attempting a long range strike. And then Zakariasen releases Uzuni in the 64th minute. There are so many players in the middle, and Tokmak, who only scored 1 goal in 10 games before this one, he scores 2 in 1 game. Brilliant. So he just tripled his goal tally. So the game is already almost over, but Derby County come forward and they score another one, but thankfully we were already 4-1 up, so it's only a consolation. We weren't too bothered about this. The most important thing is getting the 3 points and getting promoted to the Premier League as soon as possible. We were really clinical in this one. 7 shots, 4 goals. And our next game is the 23rd league game of the season against Peterborough United. As you can see, we already have 72% possession and 3 shots on target. And I think that is Gavrich who scores the opener against Peterborough. I didn't want to include like every highlight of every game because I want to get through this season 1 as quickly as possible. Oh my goodness, what a mistake by Mai, who is also the namesake and I think the brother of Ryan Mai. The other Mai is a centre back and he just let a striker through. Nitsuli comes out, but he gets chipped and it's back to square one. It's 1-1. So Mai, the striker Mai, passes it to Santo, who passes it to Gavrich, and yeah, the goalkeepers in the championship are not really world class, are they? That is another pretty embarrassing goalkeeping, but we won the game with that, so we can't really complain. Gavrich scored and we move up to 2nd place in the championship, only 1 point behind Bournemouth, but Sheffield United are also right on our heels, 1 point behind, so the top 3 teams are separated by just 2 points. At least we got a little bit of distance between ourselves and the 7th place team. Our main aim, of course, is first of all to cement the top 6 place and then to go for the top 2. And let's try and win as many games as possible, of course, and get that promotion sorted. And this is how the top scorers look like at the moment. Boli has 9 goals, he's our top scorer. Mai has 7 assists. And Boli also has 6 assists and Tokmak has 4 assists. Well, Dibus has 7 clean sheets in 13 games. That's actually pretty decent. And this is how our club's top scorers look like at the exact halfway stage of the league season. So Boli has 9 goals in the championship, and also the preseason goals for some reason are added still in this because EA released the update later that the preseason goals don't count. So Mai has 6, Uzuni has 6 goals as well, Santo and Zakariasen has 5 each, Tokmak has 4 goals but 6 assists as well, so he's having a decent season. Gavrich, the young player, 4 goals as well. Somalia and Laiduni, 2 mainly defensive players, have 3 and 2 goals, and Kish Tomasz has 2 goals as well. And his face was added on later during this career mode. So at the beginning he was such a young talent, he didn't even have a proper photo next to his name. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun making this video, and thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.